Today's topic is one that's gonna hit us all.
Man, how hard is it to change your spouse?
You can still think you judged me.
I judged you?
Yeah, you judged me.
All
right, welcome back to this episode of PB&Jae Show. I'm PB, Pilar Bell.
And I'm Jay, Lester Bell Jr.
Let's get into it. Today's topic is one that's gonna hit us all.
Yeah.
All right, what we talking about?
Yeah, so you clicked on the thumbnail. I think you read that title too. When you're tired of waiting for your spouse to change. Man, how hard is it to change your spouse?
You can stop time quicker. You can make time stop before you can change your spouse.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a great way to look
fact.
at it. I never really thought about it like
It's
that.
a fact.
So it's easier. So what is it? All right, let's run through this right quick. So what is it easier to do? Change your spouse, change your shoes.
What? Shoes.
Okay.
It's easier to get Adidas to rep Nike than it is to change your spouse.
Okay.
Why do I say that? Because you can't change a single person.
Yeah.
You spend your life trying to change yourself.
Yeah.
How we gonna change our spouse?
Yeah. So it's really hard to change yourself,
Yeah.
right? And so I think, one thing that I had to learn is I could not change Pilar no matter how hard I try. What I can
You
do.
tried? You tried to change me?
Nah, I ain't trying. I learned that early on in relationships because I would be super frustrated about trying to change other people, and then I was like, you know what, with my wife, I ain't gonna do that because it just take too much energy to try to do that. So like,
Yeah, I don't feel like you tried to change me. I just think you judged me.
I judge you.
Yeah, you judged me.
How I judge you?
You know you judged me.
Let the people know how I judge you. What I do, what I said. We all.
I honestly don't remember what you said, but I remember how you looked. I remember how you looked at me. Yeah.
How'd I look at you?
With judgment.
With
A
judgment.
couple of times, but it's all good.
We here now, right?
You said the eyes weren't gonna change it either.
Not at all. Not at all. So
quiet. That's what I can do.
so let's just talk about this idea that we hear about in Scripture, becoming one. Not an idea, but just a truth about becoming one. And when we do marriage counseling for couples we marry, we always say, and we've said it in a few episodes already, that you're bringing two people together, two different families, two different upbringings, two different sets of values, two different sets of communication, two sets of ideas, two different ideas. Mm-hmm. Even though they may be ideas about the same thing, they're still kind of different ideas. And so why is it becoming one? Why is that such a hard thing to do? Like, why is that not easy? Like,
because we're selfish. We're selfish people, and we don't recognize it. We all think we're great until we get married. Marriage shows you how selfish you are. That's just true. And it makes you feel like you're the standard. We live our life feeling like we're the standard because we're the only person living our life.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fair way to feel. It's just unfair when you're thinking about two people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so that's good. That's good. So we view ourselves as the standard. We view ourselves as the end all be all. And so I think, kind of trying to merge that is extremely hard. Mm-hmm. And the two shall become one flesh. So when you hear becoming one, it sounds very spiritual, right? It sounds extremely spiritual. But do you think that's warfare too?
What's warfare? Becoming
one?
Like, does it bring about warfare?
Yeah. Does it bring about warfare? Is it warfare? Like, what is it? Like, is it something like, it sounds good? Like, we about to become one.
Oh, yeah. It definitely sounds pretty.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be as pretty as it sounds. I'll say that because I think the only way to actually become one is to put down portions of you.
Yeah.
So if that's easy, I don't know. I applaud you. If it's easy to you. But for most of us, it's a difficult thing because we have to recognize that, some parts of us are unhealed or just reactive or maybe good for a season, right? Like carrying it is good for a moment. Wearing a sweater is great for the winter. It is not great for the summer. So I need to take that off at some point.
Don't tell today's kids that though, because they think a hoodie in the summer is
I wear a sweater in the
fashion.
summer too. It feels good. It's the cozy.
Okay, so it's like a comfort, like a hug.
Yeah, because I was looking for a robe this morning and couldn't find one that was soft, and I was like,
why not wear those silky?
it's not soft.
It is silk is soft.
Silk is not the same as cozy. Yeah, I need
cozy. So you needed a hug this morning?
I needed, sure, yeah, I love hugs.
I can hug you, all right.
Shoulders, chest.
Yep. So becoming one is I would count it as almost like spiritual warfare, because it's like you are battling. It's almost like you battling yourself, but you also like, I wouldn't say battle your spouse, but it's
people tend to battle their spouse because that's easier than battling yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's easy. It's the spouse is an easier route to let me fight you because I don't want to fight me. Mm-hmm. So the enemy, I think. Do you think the enemy uses that? Like let me like put this dispersion. Is that the word? Disperse.
What do we?
Let me put this distraction.
Okay.
Between them, I was looking for it. Thank you.
A bigger word.
Yeah, sorry. The Xavier.
I'm a level 1 student.
Yeah,
I didn't go to Xavier University.
Yeah, XU.
I don't know those tier 3 words, y'all.
Yeah, that's actually tier 7. So
I can't even count right.
Yeah, it's okay though.
Not these degrees. It's okay.
You here with me though, so it's good.
As long as I got a smart man.
That's all that matters, Whitley.
Scratch from the tape, real hard. He is smart, but women, please be smart also.
Yeah. We don't believe in just one person being smart, because both smarts matter, and that's something that's something that has to be fought, right?
Yeah.
Because that the man can say, well, you need to submit to me and this and that, and the woman like, but I'm not
not a dummy.
Not a dummy. I have a brain.
Yeah.
So like how have we valued the smartness of both of us? Because I would say we're both smart. I would say you super
I sure
genius.
hope so.
Yeah.
I think you find your vein, and I think that's a part of this journey is trust. Like, I trust that you were much better at electronics than me. Like, I'm not gonna question you on how to use a device, right? Like, because I know that's your lane, and I know the reality is I am limited there, so I think it's recognizing what your strengths are. So first, pride, like really looking at yourself and saying, hey, what do I have and what do I not have? What does my partner have and what does my partner not have? And more than likely, like, would you say more than likely, like, you compliment instead of conflict? Yeah. So if I'm not great at this, he probably is. And if he's not great at that, I probably am. That works for us.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing about marriage. Like, that's the mindset you have to have. Like, where I am strong in, it may not necessarily be your strength. Where I am weak in may not be your weakness. You may be strong in that thing. And so we have to allow the space for grace, for growth, for each partner to be okay with knowing, like, you're strong in the areas I'm weak in. I'm strong in the areas you're weak in. And that's where we complement each other. And I think if we have that mindset, we have had that mindset, and we do have that mindset in our marriage, like, play to the strengths of one another and allow those strengths to encourage you in our weaknesses. And I think that's how we deal with the smartness and becoming one, because it's not an easy thing. Like, it's for men, I would say, like, it's almost like an ego thing sometimes when our smarts are challenged. And so I know the men out there can attest to that. Like, it's an ego thing, because it's like, well, we know what we're doing because we've been seeing it done this way for so long, so we need to do it like this way. That's another thing that I think is something hard to challenge. And Scripture says the two shall become one flesh. The man shall leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. And that's hard in and of itself when you've seen something done for so long that now you're trying to come into something and do it that way, because the mind doesn't like blanks. And so since the mind doesn't like blanks, it's going to fill in the blank with the pattern that it's already seen. So how do we deal with that? How do we deal with filling in the pattern that's already been seen? Like, do we say, forget about the pattern, we're going to make our own? Like how have we done that? Or how would we encourage people to do that?
That's a good question. I think that's loaded.
Yeah.
I guess a great starting space is recognize what you liked from what you saw and what you didn't like, and connect with your partner about what works, not just what you like, because you can like a lot of things that don't really work for your home. I'd say humility, even if you both are great at something, because that can happen too, right? Recognizing that I could be good at it, but maybe it's not my turn. You know, and when to be quiet. I think that's what I had to learn. Like, it doesn't even matter. Sometimes you can be right and you still need to be quiet. And sometimes you real loud and wrong, which I have also learned. So learning how to check the temperature of the room, check the temperature of yourself, but also your partner, so that we spend more time doing what's best and not trying to be what's right.
Yeah, I think one thing I had to learn too is, you know, when we grow up in homes, thankfully we were, you know, blessed to be able to grow up in 2-parent homes. When we grow up in homes, not everything we see is always all good. And so, like you said, like, pick what you like from that and pick what you don't like from that, right? And say, okay, this is how we're going to apply this in our marriage, and not do it in a way that's like a command, but do it in a way that's a suggestion, because that person too had experience in that area, and so there needs to be some creation of space to say, okay, like, how can we take the best of both worlds, the best of both ideas, and create our own lane? And I think that's what we've done. We've created our own lane, and we've created our own thing. And our son, he's going to take the best and worst from what we did and create his own lane. And that just creates like healthy growth, ultimately for couples, because like we say all the time, a healthy relationship is comprised of two healthy individuals. And that's the main antithesis of it's a level 7 word. That's the main thing of becoming one. Like, we need to grow individually, personally healthy.
Yeah. So there's no changing your spouse. There's changing yourself.
Changing yourself. That's where the change comes in.
Yeah. And that usually promotes and encourages growth from your spouse.
Right. Because, and it should, unless you get intimidated, because there's some people who are intimidated by the growth of their spouse.
Yeah.
And so, like, but if your spouse grows, that means you grow too, because y'all are a team. Like, we are a team. Like, if you get better, I get better. It's not oh, she got better. What I'm going to do? When you become intimidated like that, you'll think your spouse is an enemy every time. And it'll create like this just dichotomous feeling in your heart. And it will just, it won't lead to health overall. So I think that's how we do this thing. So if we were to encourage a couple, a younger couple, older couple, mid-age couple, and there's such things in mid-age couples?
Just couples,
right? If we were to encourage couples in becoming one, what would be the first change that they need to make? Would it be it's probably a rhetorical question, but what would be the first change that they need to make?
I say the first step is being realistic with yourself, taking a good look at you. So self-awareness.
Okay.
And then submission of self. Let's start over. Submission of self to God. That's number 1.
Yeah.
Let's just always know that my first answer is submitting to God. Just know that, so I don't have to say that every time. Okay. And self-awareness, and then practicing self-control, and then practicing self-direction. Those are the steps to me.
Okay, that's good. I think we can go there. So, submission to God, self-awareness, self-control. I like that.
And self-directedness.
Self-directedness. Okay. So 4 steps. That's cool. I like that. Cool. So we want to encourage you, become one with your spouse. Be one with your spouse. It's hard.
Be one with yourself.
Be one with God.
Be one with that's the underline. Remember, that's number 1 that I don't have to say anymore. Okay?
Right. So definitely be one with him, and then from that,
All things flow.
All things flow. So yeah, thank you if you made it this far. First off, thank you.
Wait, it's the PB&Jae show.
We're gonna get copyright strike.
It's our song.
You sure?
It is in my mind. You think somebody owned that?
Possibly.
Not. Okay.
Nah, probably not. Okay. I had you think he was like, for real? Like, man, we gonna get copyright strike. We so afraid. Nah. But no, yeah. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the PB&J show. Listen, our prayer is that, something was said that will cause transformation in your life. If you do us a favor, like, subscribe, share with your family, with your spouse. If you're watching this, husband, if you're watching this, wife, if you're watching this, share this with your spouse. We want you to grow. Our desire and our creation of the PB&J show is to help your marriage be fulfilling, fruitful, and fun. Flourishing.
Oh.
Yeah, all of them.
What is it? Fearfully
and wonderfully made.
All right, friends.
We want you to be fruitful. We want you to have a fun relationship. We want it to flourish, and we want it to be fulfilling. So all of those. Yes.
I feel like I took that from a movie I watched.
Probably
it was like 40, flirty, and fun. That's what just happened there.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, thank y'all. Love y'all. See y'all on the next episode next week.